everyone. So today we are going to talk about Unit 5, Wonderful Well Life. Okay. So before we are going to teach about the topic, we are going to remind you something. So for Google Classroom, we can see that in the assignment page we have lots of homework here. So please remember to do it, to finish it. Okay. So on the left-hand side, you can see different kinds of topic or things. So please click inside and check whether you have done the following exercise or no. Okay. So this is a kind of reminder for you. So please check it. Okay. So what we are going to teach about in Unit 5 is highly related to Unit 3 we have talked about in the last few weeks. Okay. So do you remember what we have taught in Unit 3? Okay. It's about the what? Environmental problems, global warming, different types of waste, for example, the plastic bottle, and then different kinds of pollution, air pollution. Okay. So just remind you about the environmental problem, how to relate it to the wonderful wildlife. Okay. So for the relationship between this Unit 3 and Unit 5, okay. So we human did many pollution, okay. So it caused different climate change and we cause different type of disease. For example, the mountain fire in Australia, and then different type of super typhoon which affect and our food supply or even kill many life, animal life or human life. Okay. So not only our human will be suffer in the disaster, so also the animal. So as this picture, you can see that a polar bear in 2009 is very fat. Okay, it got enough food supply for him to grow. Okay, but in 10 years later, you can see that this polar bear, bucket home, it looks so what? So thin. Okay, it doesn't have enough food to eat, so it's go. It's not enough food for me to eat. I only left a skeleton, just like a skeleton. Okay, so for this sea turtle, it should be live happily in the beautiful sea. You can see in this picture, very beautiful, right? Okay. So, however, years later, many problems, many rubbish are thrown in the ocean, and the ocean got polluted. Okay, so many plastic bottles, plastic bags are inside the ocean. So how can you imagine the animals live in such horrible environment? Okay, so even the sea turtle got stuck with a plastic straw, 即係個膠飲管 was stuck in the nose. So you can see it is breathing. So sad. Okay. So now you can turn over to your textbook page 2, Unit 2B, okay, 2B textbook, okay, page 2. We can see this picture. So we are going to teach about where does the animal live, okay? So in this picture you can see what you can think about. I give you 5 seconds, okay? So you may see that it is a well-mapped psychological, okay? Okay, you may see different kinds of animals in this picture, for example, the elephant, the tiger, whatever, okay? So where does they live? They live in ocean, something like that, maybe octopus, the dolphin, and wow, okay? So more important things we are going to teach about in this photo. You can see that the Asia, Europe, Africa, so we call this continent, okay? 唔同嘅大洲、大陸, okay? So you can see this Chinese right here, Asia is mean 亞洲. So where do we live? We live in Asia, okay? China, Hong Kong are in Asia, okay? So these are the Chinese meaning for you to remember, okay? So North America, this American not just meaning as USA, 美國. It means 美洲, okay? 美洲. So this is North America, 北美洲. This is South America, 南美洲, okay? So just write it down in your textbook, okay? I give you 5 seconds, okay? Or you may write later. I will upload this PowerPoint in the Google Classroom, so please check it later, okay? So for this chapter, for this exercise, we are going to find out where does the animal live, okay? So the first one we can see this little white and black creature. So what is it? It is penguin, okay? So for the next one, koala. It's very light sleeping, okay? So do you like this sleeping or you are still sleeping, okay? So koala means 樹熊. And then giraffe, the neck is very, very long, okay? So 長頸鹿. The last one is tiger. So can you spot where these 4 animals live in the different continents? I give you 3 seconds to do it, okay? So you are better to do it before in classes, okay? So for the koala, so for the penguin, it's good as example. So it's living in where? Antarctica, 南極洲, okay? So koala is a famous creature for what? Australia. So it is at 澳洲，樹熊係住喺澳洲嘅 ，okay? So giraffe usually we can see in zoo 動物園 but in general the living habitats or the places for them to live is in Africa 非洲 tiger so you can see right here so Asia 亞洲 okay so for these 3 different animals it's called eagle, jaguar and wolf okay 鷹、豹同埋狼 okay so I give you 5 seconds to spot these 3 creatures okay so you can see eagle and wolf are right here in North America and then the giraffe live in South America okay so just write the letters down for the continent okay so North America for eagle, South America for the giraffe, and the wolf is in North America. Okay. So before we are going to teach you in the content. So for the test 1, I'm going to teach you about to find this useful item for you before you are going to read the passage. Okay. So for the title, you can see that is what right here. Sleeping in the wild. It means that the main thing or main ideas about the paragraph or the article. So for heading is just like a subtitle for different part of paragraph. Okay, so you can see Battle of the Sleepers forever. Okay, so just write this down, and it has already done for you in the textbook for you as an example. So you just write it down. Photo is what you can see: lion, a koala, and giraffe and dolphin, etc. Okay, so just simply write that down on your textbook to do it. Okay. So for text type, you can see that on the top left corner, you can see online TV guide. So it's just simple. Okay, you can easy to do it. Okay. So for the prediction, 預測. So what do you predict about this paragraph or this article to talk about? Let's say sleeping, wild animals, different blah blah blah. So it is about the animals' sleeping habit, eating habit, or the behavior. So habit means 習慣. So you can see the title already said it in sleeping. So probably we can choose about the sleeping habit rather than the 2 answers. Okay. So for the test 2, you can see which one is the title. This one or this one. Okay, for title it should be the ghost bear. Okay, so for heading you can see no subheading or subtitle between each paragraph. Okay, so it is no headings. Okay, so in the photo you can see what? A white fur bear, but it is not a polar bear. Okay, so you can see a land here, so it is not with eyes. Okay, so for text type, you can see just right in the top left corner, story in the first paragraph. person, or you just simply write story right here, okay? So I will upload this PowerPoint to later in the Google Classroom, so don't be afraid to copy the answer right now, okay? So for the prediction, it is related to what? An unusual bear, rather than talking about the hunter or just the forest, okay? You can see this famous star, okay? This main character is a what? Unusual bear. So usually bears are in brown or black color, okay? In the forest, okay? So for here, it's just simply, you can see what this is the title, and then the left corner is what? It's the text type, and then you can see a huge tiger right here. So you just write it down photo, you can see a tiger right here, etc. Okay? So for the prediction, you can see a little tiger right here, and then this about what? A tiger growing up or just asking for help. You can see medicine, hunters, and then hunters will kill the tiger, so it's asking for help. Okay, so I will pass the next part to Ken. Okay.
Okay, hello everyone. So now you should have your textbook and go to page 6, and then your notebook. Okay, so open your notebook and also prepare your stationery. Okay, and you may say hi to me. Okay, I will see your comment. Okay. So I'm going to, after Mr. C talked about how to start your reading comprehension, I will go through this passage, the story with you. Okay, so if there are any difficult words you want to know, I will explain to you. Okay. So let's look at the first paragraph. Okay. Thank you, Mike. Okay, thank you, Michael. So let's look at the first one. The sun shone brightly through. Okay, this word. I've talked with 2B before. Through. There are a lot of words spelled similar to through. Okay, so let's write down all these words. And then the other one without R. Okay, and then another one with a T. So do you know the different meaning of these three words? Through the leaf in the forest. Through, 穿過, okay? It's a preposition. And then, though, it means although. You should not use with but. 雖然, okay, without but. And then thought. Does anyone know what is thought? What is thought? It is the past tense of think. Okay, so these three words look very similar, but we have to know the meaning, okay? So the sun shone brightly through the leaves. Again, a very confusing word. What is leave, firstly? Without S, leave is a verb, okay? I leave Hong Kong, okay? I will leave Hong Kong tomorrow. 離開, okay? But here, leaves with the E. This one is a noun, okay? It is the plural form of L-E-A-F, leaf. It means 樹葉. Okay, all the words look similar, but the meaning is different, okay? but I felt uneasy, okay? Uneasy, not easy, okay? I stopped moving. It is very important for me to stay still, even if I am scared. Yes, you have to write down your notes, okay? Everything I said, you have to write down, okay? I told myself, okay? So, first paragraph. Second paragraph. I heard noises before I saw them. There is a bit of white fur. Okay, let's look at the word a bit of. Anyone know what is a bit of? You can, yes, Augaho, write down the note. Okay, does anyone know the meaning of a bit of? Can you answer me? There are 11, 12 students. Okay, can you answer me? Or you can tell me the phrases have different meaning, have the opposite meaning. A lot of means much, many. And then a bit of means fill, little. Okay, so there's little white fur called a young man with a ponytail. Do you remember what is ponytail? In Form 1, we learned this word, ponytail. Okay, 馬尾啊. Look at the bite marks. Bite. Marks, 標識. Okay, so bite marks of the tree, or on the tree, said the older man. It is typical of spirit bears to chew the bark. Okay, if you look at the picture here, you should know the meaning of bark. Okay? To show other bears that they are using the river. We must be near. So they are looking for the bears. Okay, they are looking for the bears. Okay, next one. Paragraph 3. Huh? Okay, have you take down the notes? Okay, Michael, take down the notes. Okay? When I was a young bear cub. So can you guess the meaning of cub? When I was young. Okay, young means little, right? When I was a little bear baby. Okay, this word means baby. My mother told me to stay away from. Highlight this word, stay away from. 遠離離開. So maybe you can write down a sentence. To improve my study, I will stay away from computer games. Okay, 遠離打機啊, so stay away from computer games. Okay, write down. Okay, write down everyone. Humans. So what is human? It means people. Okay, people, human. It is dangerous for us to be in the forest because we stand out. What is stand out? Stand out. So because we are bears, okay, we are white bears with white fur, 白色嘅. So in the forest, we are we stand out. Okay, I don't know if you remember a word called outstanding. Write down this adjective, outstanding. Okay? It has the similar meaning, okay, but it is an adjective. Okay, it is an adjective. Okay, remember to take down your job notes. Okay, she said. I give you 5 seconds to write down the notes. Okay, now let's go to the last paragraph, okay? They were getting closer. I lifted my paws, okay, lift. a noun. I will take the lift, that leap, okay, lift, leap, okay? 升降梯, okay? And then verb, when it is a verb. So a lift, lift you. So what is lift? Okay, lift my paws quietly and walk towards the grayish white cave. This one is this one is very common and very easy to use actually. Okay, so when we talk about, do you know the color of gray? Between white and black. Okay, between white and black. So when we plus ish, okay, it talks about a bit of gray, okay? So we can also write colors like reddish, right? And also there are maybe greenish. When you add the word ish, it means similar to this color, okay? He's gone, sighed the older man as he lowered his camera. Okay, low, okay, lowered, okay, lowered. So here, what is the meaning of as? So I always say that as means because, right? Because. But here, as means when or while. Okay, while he lowered his camera, he sighed. Okay, these bears are so difficult to catch on film. He continued, people don't call them ghost bears for no reason. What is ghost? Something scary, okay? You cannot see, you cannot touch them, okay? So, ghost bears for no reason, okay? And also this phrase is for no reason. There are no reason, okay? So now let's go to the text type, okay? And also the sentence pattern. So I will pass this part to Miss Chow, okay?
Okay, what is the text type of this text? Obviously, it is a story, right? This one?
Yes.
Okay, the text type, obviously, this is a story. How about the title? What is the title of this story? The Ghost Bear, very obvious. And now let's look at the first paragraph. Paragraph 1 is the opening of the story. The opening tells us the setting and the mood of the story. Okay, look at paragraph 1. Setting. When and where did the story happen? Look here. The sun shone brightly. So, when? When is it? So this one. Okay, so this one. Okay, when? At daytime. When does it happen? At daytime. And where does it happen? Look here. In the forest. So that happened. The story happened at daytime in a forest. Also, in the opening, it tells you about the mood of the story. What is the mood here? How can you tell? Okay, here in the forest, I felt uneasy. Also, I'm scared. How about the mood? Good or bad? Obviously, it seems it's not good. Okay, uneasy. What does it mean in Chinese? 唔自在, scared, frightened. Okay, so in paragraph 1, in the opening, we know about the setting and the mood of the story. And also, how about the character? How about the character? Who is the character in this story? Let's see. Okay, I here. So the character here is I. In this story, we use the first person. We use the first person point of view. I refers to what? The ghost bear. Okay? And then, let's go to paragraph 2. Paragraph 2 and 3 is the main body of the story. It tells you the problem the character faced in the story. Okay, paragraph 2 and 3 is the body. Okay, in the body, it tells you the problem faced by the character. So look at the story here. What is the problem of the ghost bear? Maybe human beings. Okay, let's look at another part. Paragraph 2 and paragraph 3. Let's go to paragraph 3. What is the problem of the character here? Okay, when I was a young bear cub, my mother told me to stay away from humans. It is dangerous. So the problem is human beings. They are dangerous. And then let's go to the last paragraph of the story. The last paragraph is the ending of the story. It tells us how the character solved the problem. And in the story, usually we'll use direct speech to make the story more lively. Direct speech, for example, this one. He's gone, sighed the older man. Or this one. These bears are so difficult to catch on film. These are direct speech. It can make the story more lively. 對白可以令到故仔更加生動、更加有趣同埋有現場感。Okay? So usually in a story we use direct speech. And also in a story do we use? Okay, a story means it happened a long time ago. Something happened in the past. So in a story, we use simple past tense to, okay, we use simple past tense. For example, lifted, walked, lowered, continued. Okay, so remember, in a story, we'll use we'll use past tense. In summary, okay, let's have a quick review. Let's have a quick review. Okay. The first one, this is a story, and the title. Okay, this is the title of the story, The Ghost Bear, and a story usually consists of 3 parts. Okay, part 1, opening. We use opening to describe the setting, and also we can set the mood in the opening. And part 2 is the body. We introduce the problems your character face. And then the last part, the ending. We talk about how the character solved the problem. Also, in a story, we'll use direct speech to make the story more lively. Okay, for example, run, stop, things like that. And in this story, we use the first person point of view. Okay, instead of, okay, the ghost bear, we don't say the ghost bear. Okay, we say I, the ghost bear, I. And remember, the last thing, in a story, we use simple past tense. Okay, we use not simple past tense. We use past tenses to write a story. Okay, the next part.
Okay, so seems like we done two texts today. So how about we just quickly do an answer checking, and then some of your more important information for this one first. Since we just learned this one, and we go back start with text 2, and then we go back to text 1 afterwards. All right. Alright, first one. So, this one question, it's use one word to complete the blank, and this story plays in a. So, this is the word, the keyword here, plays. What does plays mean? Remember, anyone? So, they're looking for a baby. So, you know that this kind of information would appear in the very beginning of a paragraph. And in paragraph 1, they only mention 2 places. One, the sun, and the other one is the forest. Apparently, the word sun is not possible because you can't really have a story take place in the sun. So this one is relatively simple. It's just forest. So it's looking out of place. That's the only answer. All right. Number 2. So how does the bear feel in paragraph 1? So when you talk about feeling, like what kind of a word that you're looking for? You're looking for what, like a part of speech, like is it a noun, is it a verb, or like an adjective? I just like give you like a quick moment to think about this one. It is looking for a adjective. So in this case, so like the bear, so like remember like the story, like with like the 2 men like were approaching the bear, like and then like, so what does it feel? So it was. Do you think he was afraid? Maybe. Calm? I don't think so. So like the key word, like they use the word like the phrase they said, like it is important for me to stay still, mean like 好重要令我唔喐啦 even if I'm scared. So the word like scared, which one is similar to scared? Not calm? Excited? Probably not. And the confused, 混亂, maybe. But like this one is like the word like scare is a keyword. And if you look into it, like the only one like close to it is afraid. So this is like a key, like to look for a synonym, like 同義字. So answer is afraid. All right. Question number 3. Who does them refer to in line 4? So, quick thing. Okay, the word like them here means singular or plural. It's plural. That means that like they're looking for answer with like a 2-person or more. So now just like look at like into the question like line 4. Let's just read it. Like it's like I heard noises before I saw them, and then like so they don't with like 2 like a person like 2 people or more, right? And then we just like go down, and then we'll find the answer would be that they're talking about like 2 men. One is a younger and an older. Like the text like here, they give you like the answer of like the 2 men, but of course you can also answer it like in a clear way, just like the book said, like a young person, a young man, and the older man. That's also an acceptable answer, other than the two men. So, all right, continue. All right, here. Question number 4. The man knew the bear was near because. So, what do you think? And then like how about we just like quickly look at like paragraph 2, and then like one of the like it said like here, it's typical of spirit bears to chew the bark to show the other bears that they are using the river. We must be near. The word like we must be near, they talk about like these 2 men, plus like it was in a like in a conversation. So like you know this one is not. So the word like white fur, like 白色嘅皮毛, and like bite marks, they talk about like the bark and then like 樹皮. So it's like biting on it. So like this is the one like here. This is like true, like actual. Like they were close to a river, just mean that like they're talking about like the distant location. But like this is the true right answer, that like something that like distinctively show where the bear was located. So here, the answer here is B. So they found some white birds and bite marks. Okay. Question number 5. Find a word in paragraph 2 that means common and usual. So here's another thing, like just like question number 1, they are looking for the part of speech. It's a noun. What about this one? Find a word in paragraph 2 like common and usual. Common and usual, what does it mean? So this one, it would be like looking for an. Okay, I gave you the answer. So like when I say an, it's an adjective. Okay, they are looking for an adjective here, 形容詞. So in paragraph 2, and then like we're looking like an adjective. Like how many adjectives like can you name? Like okay, we got like young, we got like an older, and then like like maybe, and then like we got like what else? And also got like the word white, of course, like talking about the color, and and then we're looking for here. But which one? Well, so you apparently know like what the word like white mean, the color white, accent, and then like you know like younger and older, probably not here. That would leave you the other answer, like the final one. Even if you like did not like check the dictionary, so this one would be capital. So I'm just like giving you like a really like a method like to deduce your answer, but like this one, okay. Oh, okay. How about this one? Why is it dangerous for spirit bear to be in the forest? This question is quite straightforward. If you look at your text, the word like dangerous is in bold in red, and then like and then you can track it like okay, it is in like line number 10. And then it said it's dangerous for us to be in the forest because we stand out. So, and then like this one like give you like a really clear answer. Although like this one give you like a reasonable answer, but like any reasonable answer. But this is basically the only answer that like this book provides you with. And then like the white bird like sound why? 白色好容易睇。So just like this like backward and then like white and it's like clearly to see, and especially like contrast with like say like a forest, what kind of color like we often see? Maybe brown, like on the tree, or like green, like in the leaves, and then like the white fur, it just makes it very easy to pick. Okay, question second. Okay, the men are probably, so like the men they're talking about the two men, the older and younger. Who do you think they are? Hunter, free makers, businessman, tourist. Okay, which one like you can quickly like cross it out? That's like likely not gonna happen. Probably C maybe, because like nothing related to like talking about business. Maybe they're tourists, maybe they're hunters, but like if like they didn't like talk about like using a camera instead of their gun, so you can also like take out like the word like hunter, maybe not hunter, and now we just like need to think about like the filmmakers or tourists, and then like as we look down like to the paragraph, and then like talk about like catching it with a film, and then we probably guess that like they are filmmakers because like they talk about like film, so likely okay. This one is like a more challenging like question. It's like, what did the older man mean when he said people don't call them ghost bears for no reason? Okay, it is a spirit bear originally, but they call it like ghost bear. Like what does it mean? It's a nickname. So so think about this one like ghost for like for a couple seconds. So what about some of the character that like you think about ghost? Okay, and then like now like we got some character of a ghost, and then we just apply it here. Wow, I don't know if you have any like encounter with ghosts, but do you think that like it's difficult for people to recognize a ghost? Just like swap it here, just to think of it for a moment. Probably not. Instead, like people like think of like different shadows as ghosts. So I'm pretty sure this is not a character of like when you think of a ghost. Is it impossible for people to take fake photos of a ghost? Is it? Well, this is questionable. Like you always see like a lot of like a picture of like some abnormal but 正常 pictures. So probably not like impossible to take a picture of like a ghost. Is it dangerous to meet a ghost? Just think about it right here. No, I don't think so. Like I never heard of anything that like a ghost are hurting people, or is this not a common understanding? Or lastly, how about this one? Is it rare for people to see a spirit bear? Is it rare to see a ghost? Well, I think it is. So like when I think about this one, I think this is like the most likely answer. So like D. So this one like require you like to think about it a little bit more about this one. But okay. Now we just like go back to like page 5, and then like we do some answer checking for like text 1. So, this one like the name of the TV channel, it just right on the corner of like your reading. So like all these five, they are pretty self-explanatory, 佢哋都好明顯嘅。So I'm not trying to like explain this one. I'll just show you all the answer for this one. You can just like easily find it. They just like say that like even like for episode 1, like it's like episode 1 and then the colon mark is like Battle of the Sleepiest. So they're just like right next to each other. So this is just like a referencing question. I'm not gonna like show explain more unless you need more explanation. Okay, how about this one? Number 6. Koalas and sloths like spend most of the time where? So even if you couldn't find like koalas and sloths like in the paragraph, you found the answer in the picture. So like at the like reading like right next to it, like you see a koala and a sloth. Is it in a cave? No. Like this one is like a really simple because like you even like see it like the only common thing that like they are like sharing is they like spend most of the time on the tree. But of course like you can actually like find like the answer like on like line number 14. It's that like they like on the treetop. So treetop mean 樹頂. So that means that like E just pretty stood out as well. Okay. Question number 7, like dolphin sleeps at one eye open because this one required a little bit like thinking. Like this is like okay. So episode 2, they talk about dolphin sleeps with one eye open because half of the brain sleeps at a time. Okay, but you look at it like okay, half of the brain sleeps. So when you sleep, okay, what is the opposite of like sleeping? Maybe waking. So like that just means like half of them like sleeping. So that just means that like the other half is awake. And then like this one like the only close one. This is the only thing that like stated here. So this one it's like in. So okay. Here. And online TV guides tell the reader. Okay, and then you have all like 1, 2, 3, 4 options. Let's just like think about this suddenly. Okay, after you read the entire text, does it say something like opinions on the program? No. Which program is the most popular? You can't even tell, like if episode 1 or 2, like which is more popular. No. Information about the episodes in the program? Yes. Even in the title itself, it tells you like what kind of thing that like this program is about. And when they can watch the program, yes, it's not in the text itself, but it's in the corner. Remember, like let's just come back like to the corner of the text. So that would leave the answer to E. Okay, lastly, okay, the writer wrote the online TV guide to inform the reader about animals in Africa. We can quickly rule out this one because remember where koala is from. Koala, where's from? Australia. So that just we can just like quickly like rule out this one. So what about B? Tell like the readers about some stories about animals. Is this about some stories about animals? Okay, just like think about it for a moment. Okay, make the reader want to watch the program. After you read like about all these like interesting things, do you think that like they want to make you want to watch the program? Well, I don't know about you, but I do. Okay, lastly, instruct like the reader how to watch the program. Okay, it just only comes with like a time slot, but like it doesn't tell you like how to watch. So just like think about this one. Is it more likely to share some stories about animals, or like here, make it want to watch the program? So you just tell me like some, not like stories, but like some habitat or some like how they like live their life about these animals. So that would just make number 9 like to be answer C. So like make the reader want to watch the program. So here's all the answers like for like these two, and now you like figure out like some ways like to figure out the answers, including some like deductive method or like some inductive method. So if you have any questions, please raise in the comment. If not, that's it for today. Thank you very much.